Hello, good afternoon. This is David Soto talking to you, and today is my weekly trade predictions for the upcoming trading week of March 21st through March 25th, 2022. Okay, and with that said, what I'm going to do here is I will look at all the major Forex currency pairs on a 30-minute time frame. Okay, and I do that just so we can see what happened this past week, and then I will compare that time frame to higher time frames such as the 1 hour and 4 hour chart, using my new magnificent trend indicator, and then I will try to give you my analysis of what I think is going to happen this coming week. Okay, so to start with, this past week the US dollar did sink a bit. It gained on other fronts, but it did sink overall, and I will show you that here in a few minutes. But this allowed the euro, Great British pound, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, all these other major currency pairs to gain. All right, and that's basically what I had predicted last week as well. So we are pretty much on track for the same pattern coming up. Right now, I got pulled up Euro USD on the chart right now. Okay, if you look right here on the chart at Euro USD, Euro versus the US dollar, okay, we see that overall the price did gain this past week, and it is slowly working its way up. Okay. On a 30-minute time frame, we have multiple blue arrows indicating that this is going up. Soon it's going to reach a high point. Okay, everything that goes up must come down. Okay, everything goes in cycles in the Forex. Okay, so I have a strong feeling that this week we will see a continuation of that. Okay, this will be going up more this week. It's going to be a slow process. Okay, now if we zoom out, let's go to the 4 hour chart real quick. Okay, I can even show you the 1 hour chart, but it's not going to give you the picture I want. So the 4 hour is going to give us a bigger picture. Okay, see, we had a big drop right here. If I zoom out a little bit, you can see that we had a big drop here. Okay, right sideways for a while, and then it dropped, came back up, and then dropped again. Now we're in the process of going back up. I don't know how high we're going to go. Okay, I have a feeling that we're not going to go that high. But we have here a strong resistance already marked. Okay, we have a strong support and strong resistance right here. Okay, the price dropped right here, made a support and broke, and now it formed a resistance. So unless the price breaks that resistance, that more than likely we'll probably see a red arrow form there. Okay, if it breaks, in which it slightly broke right here, what I think is going to happen is that the price is going to keep going up. Okay, and if it keeps going up, it could go to here. There's a support here and resistance, but that's not a very strong level. Okay, what it would be is right here maybe. Okay, or right here. Okay, we have a strong resistance here and strong support level as well. So that is where I am projecting this price to head to, where we're going to see another red arrow emerge. Okay, so that will take at least another week, maybe two, for that price to go up. Okay, we're in the middle of the month right now, so we got another week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. I know I'm not good with math. Today is already the 20th, so the price will probably continue going up for the rest of the month. Okay, you can about count on that for the price to continue to go up for the rest of the month. That would mean the US dollar has to do the opposite, come down. Okay, hope that makes sense. If one goes up, the other one must come down. This is how it works in Forex. So if the US dollar is on a trajectory to head down, which I think it will, then this euro is going to steadily go up. Okay, so you can definitely count on buying. Right now, it is definitely looking for a go to buy at this very moment. Okay, you could place a buy trade right now and hold it until you get the next red arrow. This is on a 30-minute time frame. You could keep it on a 1 hour, and I recommend keeping it on a 1 hour time frame here, and then wait for the next red arrow and close your trade. Okay, so you'll be able to hold this trade for the majority of the week. Yes, we're going to have some ups and downs, but overall it will head up. Now let's look at GDP USD. For this past week, we definitely see a steady climb up. A little slightly different than the euro, but it definitely gained. Okay, so there's not a second blue arrow here, but I do feel that this will be going up. If we look at the 4-hour chart, we see we definitely get a bigger picture, and we see we had a big drop, but now we're slowly emerging into an uptrend. Okay, so the price is stalled out right here, but that's fine. We're looking for a breakout. Okay, and if we mark this resistance right here, okay, that wick on that candle marks that resistance there. So we're looking for it to break out. Now, at this point, you could just buy and hold if you haven't already. But what we can also do is put a buy stop pin order slightly above this resistance, and also put a buy limit pin order, about 400 or 500 points below the current price now. So if the price drops, it's going to activate a buy trade and then go up. And then if it breaks the resistance, it's going to activate another buy trade. Okay. I personally would not use a stop loss or take profit in this manner. I would just wait until the next red arrow and then close the trade. This does not involve you having to monitor the trades constantly every hour. You can log in once or twice a day and check your trades. Okay. And this is going to be another week or maybe even 2 weeks before we see another red arrow. So definitely be looking to buy long term, okay, for the next couple of weeks. Now, if we move on to Australian dollar versus the US dollar, this one's a lot different, but the price did gain this past week. However, you can see right here we have a red arrow, right? So, wow. So, I don't know. This is a very fresh signal, okay? So, that means this could go higher, and that could repaint, okay? It's very possible, okay? I'm not saying it will, but let's look at the 4-hour chart real quick. If we look at the 4-hour chart, look at this. See, we have a red arrow here, but no red arrow here. All right, interesting, right? So on the 1-hour chart shows a red arrow, and if we zoom out, we can see that we're at a pretty strong level of resistance. If we mark this high point right here, we see that it still has a little more room that it could travel going up. So I would not count on this one going up too much more. Although if anything's possible in the Forex world, okay, trust me, if the US dollar tanks this week, my nose is itching. If the US dollar tanks this week, this will shoot up more. It's almost a guaranteed. So yeah, this could definitely repaint and definitely go up more. If you look at the 4-hour chart, like I said, there's no red arrow here. Right now, it could paint another red arrow. But as of right now, we are looking for the sell, and I would not place a sell trade right now, okay? I would give it, honestly, I'd give it about 24 hours. I would wait until at least Tuesday to see if this breaks, okay? If it does not break, then you're good for a sell, all right? But like I said, it all depends on the US dollar. But everything is kind of up and down in the market right now, especially with the fighting going on in Ukraine. So that's not helping the US dollar. So the US dollar is kind of suffering right now, which is allowing these other currencies to go up. But the world markets are kind of in a disarray at the moment. So we don't know exactly what's going to happen. But everything in Forex goes in cycles. I don't care. We've had wars in the past, wars in Iraq, wars in Afghanistan, and all these patterns just follow, okay? So I would not pay attention to the fighting going on, the wars going on. Do not, get into a panic mode over this, okay? We have cycles in everything, stock market, you name it, crypto market. So Forex is no different, right? And Forex is the largest market in the world. So right now, like I said, I would wait until I get a red arrow on the 4-hour chart, or see, this might repaint. I don't know if it comes up, but definitely give it 24 hours before you go placing a sell trade, okay? That's my best advice right now. Do not sell this very moment. Now, let's look at USD Chf. Okay, US dollar versus Swiss franc. Like I said, US dollar did drop this past week. Now, actually, the price ended just slightly lower than where it began. It started to go up and then came back down, and now it looks like we're on a trajectory to be headed down. If you look at the 4-hour chart, okay, you get a bigger picture, right, of what's going on. And this right here clearly shows you that we're headed into a downtrend. Okay, the 4-hour chart is a bigger time frame, gives you a bigger picture, right? And if we look from this blue arrow to this red arrow, this came in on March 1st, and this red arrow came in on March 17. All right, so you're looking about a 2-week period for this price to go up. Now they're headed into a downtrend, so we're looking at another 2-week period for this price to drop. Meaning the rest of this month, the month of March, we're going to see this price drop. Okay, so that would allow the Australian dollar, British pound, euro, all those to go up. Okay, so do count on this US dollar dropping. So as of right now, if we go back to the 30-minute or even 1-hour chart, I like to keep my time frame on the 1-hour time frame. That's pretty easy. No need to calculate anything. But if you put my magnificent trend indicator on this 1-hour time frame, we see that it is definitely dropping. You could, as of right now, just go ahead and just sell and hold it. Okay, or if you have not placed a sell trade yet, you could put a sell limit. You could actually place a sell trade now and also put a sell limit like 400 or 500 points above. All right, in case the price retraces and comes back up, which it probably will. That's just how it works in Forex. The price will go up, down, but overall it's going to drop. Okay, so do look on this to be going down for the remainder of the week, probably in the next 2 weeks. Right, so all I can recommend is place a sell trade and hold it until you get the next blue arrow. Okay, very simple. Now let's look at USD Jby. All right, this is slightly different. Okay, like I said, not everything ran the same, but this one actually gained quite a bit this past week. However, we do see a red arrow here. It has not repainted. Now this came in on Friday afternoon, which the market is slow that time, sluggish. So we will see if this continues to drop or it goes back up more. I have a feeling though this will be dropping. If you look at the 4-hour chart, we see we had a big gain. Okay, we had a big gain. So what that means is, like I've said many times, everything that goes up must come down. Okay, so we already had a big gain. Do not buy right now. Dear Lord, do not buy. Okay, but I would not sell right now. Okay, and I had somebody message me on Facebook about this earlier, and what I would do is I would draw a trend line like this. Okay, and this goes for all the JPY pairs. Actually, they're all pretty much the same right now, but with USD Jby, look at this. We draw a trend line. This marks our support going up. Whenever you have an uptrend, always find your support, right? And if you have a downtrend, find your resistance. So anyhow, we got our support marked. What we want to do is wait for the break. If you're on a 4-hour time frame, I'd wait for about 3 or 4 candles to break below and then place a sell trade. So we're looking probably Tuesday or Wednesday for this to break, and then you can sell. Okay, so do not sell right now. Yeah, you probably could, but that's getting a little bit of gambling. We want to get into some more geometrics of what's happening, physical structure of the market, and by adding a trend line, very simple, we can see that once that breaks, we will be in a clear downtrend, and then you can wait for the next blue arrow to form and close that trade. Okay, so that's nice. You could have a sell trade open and hold it for the next 2 weeks potentially, right? And then close it. You'd have a really nice profit. Okay, so do count on that this week. Net last is the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. Okay, again, this one's a different pattern altogether. We see the price started to go up this past week and then just dropped. Okay, just dead. and that's okay. You know, hopefully people made some money on this downtrend, and I have a strong feeling we're going to see more of that price dropping. If we look at the 4-hour chart, zoom out a little bit, okay, we see here that the price had gone up and back down to the same point, right? But there's no blue arrow. What I think is going to happen is that this is going to break. It's going to keep dropping, okay? I could look at the daily chart, but my indicator does not work on that time frame, only 4 hour and below, but that's okay. If we zoom out, we see a lot of highs and lows, and we see that the price, you know, has been riding more or less sideways for the past couple months, okay? Probably the past 6 months. But right here in this area, okay, this is the last, you know, last 35 days, a month and a half that this price has been riding sideways. And what I think is going to happen is the price is going to drop even more, okay? I would not sell right this minute, okay? However, because this is a unique pair. If I mark this support right here, okay, and then I'm going to mark this support right here, okay, we're already there at that point, right? We hit that and started to bounce up. So, but we do not have a blue arrow, okay? That is the kicker. If I zoom in a little bit so you can see this, all right, we need for this to break, okay? If it breaks, then it's going to drop down to this level, okay? So what we could do right here is put a sell stop, just a sell stop pending order only, okay? I would not put a sell limit, because what if it keeps going up? I don't know. I cannot predict the future, but I can tell you there's no blue arrow and that it's more than likely going to keep dropping, okay? It has not broken that support yet. So, but if you put a sell stop about 100 points or so below, and then put a take profit above this support, then you're going to be in good shape, okay? Because once it breaks, it's going to keep dropping. And I do personally, from my experience, I feel that this will be dropping more this coming week, okay? If all the other USD pairs are going to be dropping, this one will be dropping also. But again, everything in the world right now is kind of in a chaos right now, especially with this war going on in Ukraine. The problem right here with the US dollar and the Canadian dollar is both of these economies strive on oil. So with the oil industry now taking a hit, we don't know what's going to happen, okay? So this could very well could go up, but I don't know. It could go up and form another red arrow and then drop again. We don't know. But what we do know is there's no blue arrow right now. So I would count on this to be dropping more. So just hang in there, okay? Do not place a trade right now. And I guess if it breaks and there's no blue arrow, then you could sell and wait for the next blue arrow, okay? That would probably be a good strategy as well. All right, so anyhow, if you want to avoid it altogether, that might be a good idea also, because this is kind of tricky, but I do feel it will be dropping. So let me know your thoughts and opinion. You can contact me on Facebook and we can discuss this, okay? If you have another currency pair not listed here, then please feel free to reach out to me on Facebook also, and I'll put a link below in the description of this video for my personal Facebook. Please contact me there first, okay? I also put a link, like always, for my private Facebook group, and you can request to join my Facebook group, and you can post any questions or comments in my Facebook group, okay? So with that said, I hope this helps a little bit, and please make sure you subscribe to this channel also, because I got some more videos coming out. I've been very, very busy, but I do have some more videos coming out, and I'm going to help you both with manual trading and automatic trading as well. So do stay tuned and make sure you subscribe, so that way you can get future updates of all my videos, okay? So with that said, I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and let me know how I can help you, and thank you so much.